Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at SETI Space Agencies. This is an expansion for SETI, and this adds 3 new aliens. It adds a new scanning mechanism, and it adds unique powers and asymmetrical start. It's called Kickstart because it makes the game faster. Is that true? Let's take a look. Okay, let's look at what this expansion adds. First, we have just a bunch of new cards. Now, most of these cards are just variations on things that have come out before. I like them. They add more variety. This is one I like just for a lot of reasons. First, human in space is expensive, but gives you 10 publicity and then points at the end of the game for your leftover publicity, which is fun. And as you look at these, you might notice a symbol that you haven't seen before, and that's these tokens here. So they come with the game. These are signal tokens. You can use these whenever you take a scanning action by discarding them, and for each one you can discard an extra card from the card row and mark a signal there. So there are ways to get more signals out. And in fact, many of the new cards are about putting signals out on the board. I think it kind of adds some more to that part of the game. But these can just be shuffled right in and played with. Now, when playing with organizations, at the beginning of the game, you're going to get your 4 cards here that you normally get. You also get 3 random quick start cards and 2 organizations. And you are going to pick one organization. You're going to pick 2 of the quick start cards. And then you get to keep these cards. These cards are here to help you figure out which of these you want. So let's talk about the quick start cards first. These are just ways. What you're going to be doing in this game is you're skipping the first round. You're only going to play rounds 2 through 5. So when you have these quick start cards, the top half will have you mark stuff. Doesn't give you any bonuses. Well, not maybe. The bonuses are down here. And down here is what you get. So if I took these, I'm going to mark on the discovery space of the right species. So that's going to be there. I don't get any points for it, but I will start with 5 points, 1 publicity, and then 2 data. And then here I'll mark 2 in Sirius A. This doesn't let me mark anything, just gives me stuff. So you're going to pick which of these 2 you want. This is basically everything you would have done in round 1. More importantly, you have now an organization. So an organization is going to have some starting stuff for you at the top. And each organization will have different things that starts at the top. This one's going to let you tuck 2 cards. This one will let you tuck 3. Has your income here at the side, and you can see in this particular one, income includes one of these chips here. So there are 2 things that organizations come with other than the stuff you start with and your income. They give a special ability. So this Deep Sky Survey, for example, says analyzing data costs you no energy. It normally costs 1. It's free for them. And you also have a one-time free action once per round that you can use. And this one, for example, lets you exchange a card from your hand with one from the row. Here, researching a tech is cheaper for them. And you can gain the free action corner effect. Here you have extra probes, and you can always gain a move with the 2 different probes that you have. This one has no special ability, but their once per round use gives them the free action corner effect of all 3 cards. Pretty amazing. And so there's a whole lot of these. I'm not going to go over each and every one of them. Some come with extra pieces. So you'll start, this one, for example, comes with these tiles. And 1 through 4 are a little easier to understand than the rest, but they all have something that they give you, and then that 1 free action that you can take. The game also comes with 3 aliens. If for some reason you don't want to know anything about these aliens, skip to my final thoughts now. But we have the Arcos, the Amoeba, and the Glyphids here. So the Amoeba is very, very colorful, and the Glyphids here actually comes with a little extra board that goes on top of it here. And what you're going to be doing, it goes on top of it up here. And what you're going to do, each one of these has kind of a different thing. The Amoeba has these tokens that are going to be moving around in here. And when you take these actions, you'll get a whole color and you get all the bonuses that are in there. This one, you're exploring a ship, going through security levels to find out what's on the ship and getting cards. And this one here, there's going to be glyphs that are spread all over the board. It comes with a ton of tokens that are little glyphs. And you are going to be collecting these. You can decipher them so that if you play a card with them on it, you'll get the bonuses up here. And then also just collect sets of them to have for the remainder of the game. And that's kind of a very brief overview of each of the three of these, but it really ups the different kind of aliens that are going to be in the game. This expansion is everything I want from an expansion. It really is. Special powers. I'm a huge fan of that. They're not gigantic special powers, but they're pretty neat. And that once per turn ability is a fun thing that you can do, which is really interesting. And the quick start cards, skipping that whole first round, which is kind of like you're doing a few things. And then you get started. You're skipping around, but I don't feel like you're missing out on anything. The game is the slightest bit shorter because of it, and who cares? Who cares? Let's shorten the game up a little bit and let us get to the juicy 2nd through 5th round. I will never play SETI without this expansion. This is an expansion I always add for that stuff. You do a couple quick start things, you have a special ability, and you're into the game. It adds more cards, and it adds more aliens. Now, there are 8 different aliens, so the combinations are even more so. I like the new aliens a lot. I think the Amoeba one is probably my favorite. The Glyphics one I thought would be my favorite, but there's more pieces and stuff going on in it. But I also like that they're both brightly colored. And then the other one, that whole idea of we found a spaceship, do we go on? That's one of my favorite tropes in sci-fi, is finding that spaceship with security on it. So it's just neat to have these 3 new aliens. It's neat to have more cards. It's neat to have more stuff. There's not a lot more I can say about it. This expansion adds more stuff, and then it adds asymmetrical starts. The asymmetrical starts is really easy to teach. If you know SETI, you can play this. And if you've never played SETI, I was hesitant, when I was playing this. I'm like, I need to play with people who've already played SETI. But I think you could start with it and it not being a problem. At least your second game, you could play with these asymmetrical powers in a quick start, because it just makes the game go that much faster. Maybe your first game, you're like, I don't know what I'm choosing here. But it's already a big, involved game. Anyway, I love this. I wish more expansions were like this, something that makes the game slightly shorter and adds more content, diverse content, without overwhelming the player. 10 out of 10 for me. SETI Space Agencies. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.